अर्जुन उवाच नष्टो मोहस्मृतिर्लब्धा त्वत्प्रसादान्मयाच्युत स्थितोऽस्मि गतसन्देहः करिष्ये वचनं तव.
O Achyuta, Vishnu, imperishable one who has never fallen, by your grace, Tvat Prasadat, my delusion is destroyed and memory regained. Sthitosmi, I am firm, my doubts are gone. Karishye vachanam tava. So sweetly Arjuna says, I will follow your advice, Krishna. So, with this we enter the last topic. In fact, Krishna has stopped speaking in 72, that's it, that's the end of his sermon. 73 to 78 is the conclusion largely by Sanjaya, who has been a witness to this most adbhutam, marvelous, magnificent dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna. And he is so inspired, and we'll see as we go along. But for now, Arjuna speaks. And Arjuna, the cloud has cleared. You know, the amazing thing is, when you're clouded by emotions, when you're unclear, when you're deluded, when you're confused, you don't see a way out. And suddenly, it all gets cleared. You know exactly what to do, you go ahead and do it. And sometimes you wonder, how did I get so badly confused? Isn't that true? So that's his state. He says, the effect of spiritual knowledge is, first of all, delusion goes. And that delusion is replaced by clarity. Along with the delusion, there is distress, there is sorrow, there is suffering. And all of Arjuna's suffering, remember the first chapter is entitled Arjuna Vishada Yoga, the yoga of Arjuna's distress. All the distress that you experience in life comes because of delusion, because of not understanding the truth. And therefore it is when Krishna speaks to Arjuna, he doesn't give him consolation. He gives him the truth. He says, Arjuna, the wise don't grieve either for the living or for the dead. So who are you grieving for? Delusion goes. Then you regain the memory, because when you're deluded, memory is gone. Intellect is gone. So the intellect he's regained. When you regain the intellect, your confusion, your indecision, your doubts all go away. Whereas earlier you didn't know the difference between right and wrong, you didn't know what to do, you didn't know which way to go. Now you're clear. Sthitosmi, you know what to do. You're firm, steady, steadfast. Sthita pradnya is the highest goal, where you're completely, totally sthita. But this is a relative one. I am firm. Karishye vachanam tava. I will do as you have told me to, Krishna. And he wholeheartedly acknowledges that it is Krishna's prasad, tvat prasadat mayachyuta. It's a beautiful conclusion of Arjuna's, where he starts. Now what you need to understand is, in the first chapter he starts completely confused, he doesn't know what he's doing, but he gives a lecture to Krishna. In fact, in the first chapter, he includes Krishna in his problems and says, we will be committing the greatest sin by embarking on this conflict, this battle. And here he is saying, Krishna, now I know what I ought to do. He gets up, fights the battle, and what is most important is, he wins it. And so will we all. With this knowledge, you and I will have the power to overcome any challenge in the world and emerge victorious, provided we have what he says, Shraddha and Anasuya, and that conviction to follow it up. And it doesn't take much time. From the first chapter, if you chant till the 18th chapter, 3 hours. In 3 hours, Arjuna's moha is gone. So we may not be as intelligent as Arjuna, we give another 10 times, 30 hours. But it will happen. So it's a highly positive note on which Arjuna ends. And now Sanjay takes over.